What's going on, everybody? It is the one and only Q from Retro Q Gamer back at it again because, well, it's PAX. Now, usually I wouldn't give too much of a crap about PAX, but we have a special exception because it's Gearbox time, and more specifically, it's Borderlands time, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There's so much to unpack about all the potential announcements, the potential teases, the potential everything over the next whatever it is. Whoa, the video Biz as the coming in early with the representative of Gearbox, and we done. He's shutting us down, lads. It's over. Game over. There's no Borderlands. There's no Duke Nukem. There's no anything. We Audi 5000 because this guy says so. Now, surprisingly, there's a pre-show which is going to start in about 6 minutes. It's going to run for, from what I understand, the pre-show is going to run for about half an hour. We're going to see what everyone else has to talk about, everyone else has to tease. Of course, they're going to be official representatives and all, so it's going to be it's going to be a sham. It's going to be a shill fest, whatever it is. But that's beside the point. Allegedly, the entire proper presentation, which will start at 6 p.m. after the half an hour of pre-show, will be 1 hour long. So there's plenty of stuff for us to worry about in that regard. Now, what do I expect to see? After everything we've seen, everything they've shown off, everything they've teased, everything that they've gone on about this whole time, what am I expecting to actually see in there? What up, Killer? Welcome, you're still a little bit early. Good stuff, good stuff. So, after all the teases, all the show-offs, all the everything, here's what I'm expecting from this, at least, anyway, right? In no particular order of hype or anything. Due to one of the leaks that we've seen recently, or the registrations, or whatever it is, we're probably going to see Borderlands 1 Game of the Year Edition, which is basically going to be Borderlands 1, all the DLC for it, possibly remastered, but ported to modern consoles, like maybe Xbox One, maybe PS4, they might even do a remaster on PC, I don't see the point, and who knows, possibly even a Switch. It might actually get one game this year. Now, at the same time, I do think due to another tease, we're probably going to see Borderlands 2 on the Switch. Now, again, that could be wrong, but based on what I've seen, that's one of my predictions. Now, we have other stuff too. There was another thing that they teased recently. This other thing was, it was an image of looking into a room where there was a robot who was disassembled, and there was no obvious link and correlation to an existing game, an existing IP, an existing franchise, even an existing art style. There was no direct and easy correlation, at least that I could discern from it. Many other people couldn't discern from one either. But the big thing is, that's probably going to be a new game of some sort. Now, for all we know, because even though it's Gearbox, Gearbox is owned by 2K Games, who are in turn owned by Take-Two. But 2K Games are also behind the Obsidian game, the upcoming Obsidian game, which is the Outer Worlds, which does look somewhat similar, slightly, to the one that they showed there. It could be that. It could be something completely different. It could be a new entry in an existing franchise. It could be a completely new game in a new franchise. Moving on, we also have whatever their tease was going to be, would be along the lines of, the tease that they had was the main character from Bulletstorm and the main character from Duke Nukem Forever, obviously Duke Nukem. It had the two of them in one image. Now, that could say it's a new Duke Nukem game. That could say it's a new Bulletstorm game, because when they remastered Bulletstorm as well, they put Duke Nukem into it. Or it could be both. It could be both of them. They could both have a new game. Now, moving on to the next one. This is an interesting one that only actually struck me about maybe 20 minutes ago. There was a tease that they put out. There was some sort of, whatever we'll call it, there was obviously a teaser. It was just an image, but they tweeted it out. And in that image, what they did was they showed a deck of cards with a card on it, basically. You could see the top, the back of one of the cards. It had various 2K game style stuff in it. Specifically, it had Claptrap, which is obviously from Borderlands. It also had some kind of cracked, warped, damaged bunny masks along the lines of BioShock. Now, I've always theorized with that one that it could be a new Bioshock game. Mainly because when you look at it, it's been a while. 2K Games do own the Bioshock IP. And it's been a while. And there's been a rumor of a new Bioshock game in production for, I think it's maybe a year or two now. But it just dawned on me about 20 minutes ago that while I theorized that it is possibly a new Bioshock game, it just dawned on me that it could be a new card game. Because card games are basically all the rage these days. Everything has to have a card game. It could be a Borderlands card game, because Claptrap was on it. Or it could be some sort of expanded universe Take-Two card game, where it would have Gearbox characters. It would have other characters from games from Gearbox games and stuff as well, because you've got the Bioshock stuff, you've got Gearbox, hell, you've even got Mafia, you've got XCOM, you've got... There's tons of stuff. Now... as much as it kills me, and I see the chat is not happy with it too, it only dawned on me like 20 minutes ago that could possibly be the case. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong in that regard. But it's just a new kind of prediction. It just kind of dawned on me. It is possible. Everything has to have a card game these days, because why not? We need our microtransactions. We need our infinite amounts of money. It could happen. But... we don't know. Yes, Killa, Duke Nukem was included in Bulletstorm Remastered. I believe he was DLC if you pre-ordered it, or you could still buy the DLC and play as him if you bought it without pre-ordering it. Don't quote me 100% on that. I know he definitely is in the game. I don't know the exact specifics on it. Anyway, back to the rest of the predictions. I mean, what more is there to say? It's Borderlands 3. It has to be. It has to be Borderlands 3. If it's not Borderlands 3, we riot. Now, the big problem with Borderlands 3 and Randy Pitchford and all of this stuff, and Biz, if you use that BR word, I can't be held responsible for my actions. But Borderlands 3 is the big one that we want here. This is everything we want from this. This is the main thing. Borderlands 3 has specifically been teased multiple times in multiple different ways for us, but Randy Pitchford is an absolute bollocks, so he could do it. He could do this to piss everyone off specifically and purposely, because that's what he does. That's his modus operandi. Not even modus operandi, modus operandi, because it's Randy. So there's also a couple of things I don't want to see. Here we go. Right, we're starting soon. I don't know what this is. This looks like, okay, it's various people doing like Borderlands cosplay and stuff, which is good, which is promising. It's hyping us up a little bit more for more Borderlands. So in the meantime, let me turn down my... Also, let me know if the wub step or the dub step or whatever's playing in the audio back there goes a bit high. I can adjust on the fly as needed. But the big thing I'm especially worried about when it comes to this is Randy being Randy and be like, oh, Borderlands 3 is launching on Xbox One, Xbox One X, PS4, PS4 Pro, and PC in 2 months from now. See, look, they're even hyping up Borderlands 3 even more. 2 months from now, and then you just go, it's coming to all of those platforms exclusively on the Epic Games Store. We will not be happy. We will not be happy. Also, I've tweeted randomly about Borderlands 3 several times. I wonder if it's going to show up in this montage. But anyway, we have 28.5 minutes to find that out the hard way. You know, I should run and get my... I actually have a Mad Moxie pop. You know, the Funko Pop vinyls? I should get that and put that down here. Would have been appropriate for the stream, but, well, we'll deal with it anyway. Okay, you can't hear the wub step. That's good. It is kind of dumbed down a little bit anyway. But we'll adjust it on the fly when the stream starts, because stuff happens. Am I wearing my lucky hood? No, I am not, Biz. I am not. I am not. It's actually warm today here. It's 16 degrees Celsius, and I am very uncomfortable in that level of temperature. So, no, it's not. In fact, like, my face is really, really red at the moment because it's warm. 16 degrees is killing me. But anyway, that's what we have so far. Now, for all we know, it's just seeing Handsome Jack there, actually. It just reminds me. We could also potentially see new Tales from the Borderlands. Maybe developed in-house, or maybe from some other studio that are doing Tales from the Borderlands. Because obviously Telltale are gone. So it is entirely possible. It is entirely possible we see something like that as well. Beyond that, I can't really make any weird or cool predictions. We could see just some brand new IP, some brand new game, some brand new anything. Because this isn't Gearbox, this isn't Borderlands specific. Borderlands is obviously the big deal from it. But for all we know, we could be getting Battleborn too. Oh, I really hope we don't. But on a semi-related note, what do I want to see from Borderlands 3, and what do I not want to see from Borderlands 3? Well, they both basically go hand in hand. The what I do want to see and what I don't want to see kind of go together, because I don't want to see Borderlands 3 be an online only game like Destiny and that kind of stuff. I want it to be more like Borderlands 2. I can play it offline. I can have a 4-player co-op game, maybe even a 6 or 8-player co-op game at the same time. It's entirely possible. I'd like to see it stay along that kind of line, and you know, you get the deal. Oh, Gearbox made Brothers in Arms. That's a good one. I noticed a lot of the fan art lately has been coming out where Tiny Tina looks a little bit older, which is interesting. She seems to be like a teenager. You want Borderlands 3 to be better than Destiny, Anthem, and well, that's not going to be hard. Borderlands 3 will... It's going to be very hard for Borderlands 3 to not be better, or to be worse. Aliens, Colonial Marines, Re-Marine-astered Edition, Re-Disastered Edition. There you go. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Now, see, this is the thing, right? This is what kills me about all this. They're hyping up Borderlands 3 in this entire thing. They've been hyping it for days, they've been hyping it for weeks, they've been tweeting about it, they've been putting out pictures, trailers, all sorts of everything. But it's entirely possible that Randy Pitchford is such an absolute, I don't even know, degenerate is the only word I can proper call him. He's such a degenerate that it is absolutely 100% his mode, what did we call it earlier? Modus operandi. Because it's not modus operandi, because it's Randy Pitchford. It's completely down to him that he would do something like this. Mr. Aliens Colonial Marines, as I like to call him. Mr. Battleborn isn't free to play. Of course, now it's dead and gone away, but you get my idea. Yeah, they've been hyping it for years. They've technically showed off Borderlands 3 twice to an extent, because at one of, I think it was GDC last year, or maybe the year before, what they actually did was they showed off Unreal Engine 4 and the tech they were using for it, because obviously it's going to be Unreal Engine 4. So what they were doing was they were showing off how they're using it in modern ways and all the upgrades and all, and they showed off like 2 or 3 different locations. They were just still images, but they were in Unreal Engine 4, they were Borderlands style, so it was obviously ones that were going in with the next one. Also, because of some fan art that was there a second ago, I do want to say this stream is naturally in honor of Moxie, because Mad Moxie is bae, but you get my drift. See, I think people said it's 5 years after Borderlands 2, but Tiny Tina looked pretty old in the teaser. Forget, for some reason I want to say Tiny Tina was either 8 or 11 years old. I don't remember why those two numbers jump out at me, but for some reason she looks either 8 or 11 years old. And if it was to be set 5 years after Borderlands 2, that would make sense if she was like in her mid to late teens. But if it was, say, 8 to 13, it doesn't really look as much. But that trailer that they showed off, it was very stylized, so it's very hard to get a good read and a good feel on that. Possibly, she was possibly 13 originally, so if she was 18 now when they did it, that would fit in with the look of what we've seen in those as well. You know, I've actually seen, just seeing all this now, I've seen Borderlands cosplay in real life a few times. Not many, I think I've only seen it like 3 or 4 times. I still remember the very first time I saw it, because I had only played Borderlands for the first time, like, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 or 3 or... let's call it within a few weeks before I saw my first Borderlands cosplay. I was at the very first Dublin Comic Con I ever went to, 2014, and there was just some little dude going around. There was 3 or 4 people, but he was the only one in Borderlands cosplay, or at least the only one I could recognize in Borderlands cosplay. And he had his top off. He was like a completely skinny dude, no muscle or anything, but he had, in Borderlands fashion with the art style, he had the outline of the muscles drawn on him. And he had the mask for the bandit mask, like flesh stick. I thought it was really cool. Back then, because it was really only my second convention, I didn't really want to go up and ask people for pictures. Especially if it's some dude with his top off. That was kind of weird. Oh my god, it's Cat Trap. That's amazing. Forget Claptrap. We need Cat Trap. Let's see what I'm missing here. I'm also afraid that they made this game 4 years ago. I don't know, just afraid that a new Borderlands is enough. They gotta bring something cool. Yeah, that's it, Biz. I'm hoping that they take everything that made Borderlands 2 great and they've gone up above it. They've taken it a step further in a good way. Hey, it's Butt Stallion. What am I gonna name her? Say hello, Butt Stallion. Butt Stallion says hello. I remember the very first time I heard that. It was the best thing ever. Like, stuff like that just completely just made the game. It was amazing. Let's see. Moxie is a jugglehead. we don't use the J word, killer. Come on. We don't use the J word. Moxie's too cool for ICP anyway. I wouldn't mind being part of the insane Moxie posse though. You heard it here first, lads. IMP. That's what we do. World's deadliest 13-year-old. Oh, they had her as world's deadliest 13-year-old? Okay, so that would be 18 then. So. Is that Claptrap rap? It is. What's going on here? This Rob Mead guy, I mean, someone's going ham with his comments. Now, the big question is, what characters would you use in the new Borderlands? Would Tiny Tina be a controllable character? What? It sounds like a Claptrap rap. Listen to him. Claptrap rap. Never a killer. Never. We're using the Moxettes up in here. The Moxios, and the Moxiettes. That's what we do in the IMP. No, Biz, no, please, no hero shooter. But I mean, look at it this way, right? Even you can't really call Borderlands 2 a hero shooter. I know you're more so referring to the likes of Battleborn and Overwatch and all that stuff, but even though there was what, 4 main characters without the DLC in Borderlands 2, I wouldn't, and they all had their own individual stuff and their individual traits and all. I wouldn't count that as a hero shooter, because that's just different classes have different skills and stuff. Also, let me know in Borderlands 2, let me know in the chat what your character was. I'm a zero guy myself. I'm a zero guy. I like speaking in haikus. Obviously, I'm not talented enough to do them on the fly. I'm terrible at that. But I'm a zero guy. I'm a zero guy. I'm all about that sniping life. I'm about that semi-auto fire life. That's how I roll. Salvador Main. Biz, I have some interesting news for you. Go look up someone named John Swayze. He's an American voice actor from, I believe it's based out of Texas at least anyway. I met him in real life. He's Salvador's voice actor. I didn't get him to sign my Borderlands. Funny enough, I don't have a Borderlands physical edition, but I met his voice actor, so that's pretty cool. And see, Killa knows what's up. Killa knows what's up. He's using Zero as well. I never tried any of the DLC characters. What is there? Gage and... There's another one, wasn't there? I think there was two. I know there was the Necromancer. And that was it. But John Swayze is a white dude, yes. I know Salvador is... He's what? He's like Spanish or Mexican or something? Or along that line. Because obviously I don't know if they could base it off them in that world. But yeah. But yeah, back to the point where we got a little bit distracted a second ago. What kind of characters could you potentially use in Borderlands 3? Would we use existing characters? Would Rob Mead still going hard? Would we have the existing characters from Borderlands 2 come back? Would we have characters from Tales from the Borderlands? They were featured in the trailer. There's, what was it, Reese and I forget the girl's name. She was obviously a big deal in that, so she could be in that. She could be a controllable character. Reese could be a controllable character. Tiny Tina could be a controllable character. What else do we have? We could have another Siren. There's so many different ones that we could fit in there. Gage and the Psycho. Okay, the Psycho is there. I'm pretty sure... I think it's going to be new characters, but lots of Vault Hunters in the background, like the characters in Borderlands 1 from Borderlands. Here's an interesting one, actually. You guys can fill me in because I didn't play it. Who were the characters of Borderlands 1? Everyone's like, oh my god, Q, you're such a big Borderlands fan. What's going on? How do you not know that? Well, I only played Borderlands 2. And it, like, almost changed my life when it comes to looter shooters. I'm going to assume it's Roland. Probably Marcus. I don't know which other ones. Maybe Scooter? I don't know any of that stuff. Get ready for the games as a service. No, Biz, get that stuff out of here. We don't talk that smack up here. We don't allow this. We don't allow this stuff. We don't allow any of that nonsense up in here. We don't like that. Sick of waiting, I need it. You know, it would be really funny if one of my Borderlands tweets made it in there. Although I think they're fairly obscene, so I don't think they'd put it in it. I'm pretty sure everyone is like, fuck you, Randy Pitchford, where's my Borderlands 3? I fucking need it. Something along those lines. Oh my god, We Happy Few. I completely forgot that game existed. Probably because it's shite. Oh, it could be Mr. Torrid could be a character. Moxie could be a character. I don't know. Let's see. Lilith. I don't know who that second one is. Mordecai and Roland were the Borderlands. Oh, Brick. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, which one is Brick? I'm drawing a blank. Which one is Brick? They could possibly talk about We Happy Few, Biz. Or, what do I call it? No Man's Bioshock. That's what I call it. Okay. See, Killer, that doesn't help me. You could say he's the tank. But if I never played Borderlands 1, I don't know who the tank is. So. Also, what is this music? Seriously. But anyway, I think we'll see 4 characters, and if what we've seen from the trailer is legit, and I think it's fair that Tiny Tina, potentially grown up Tiny Tina, would be a playable character, which is fine by me, because for those of you who are watching and whatever, Tiny Tina is possibly one of the best video game characters I've ever seen. She's absolutely amazing. And just to make it even better, Tiny Tina's voice actor wrote most of Life is Strange, and she voiced Chloe in original Life is Strange. And that's the same girl as Tiny Tina. Just let that ruminate in your brain for a second. Just think of it. Brick is also in the Tiny Tina. The name is there, but I can't remember which one Brick is. Well, Killa, since you used the magic words...
Make it rain! When you made it rain, I was like, damn!
Because Tiny Tina for the win. Yeah, I got a bunch of Tiny Tina sound clips on my soundboard. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? She was also Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn. I did not know that. But Ashley Birch for the win. We're still counting. Handy J. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's... Wait, does that say no dongs? I don't know. We'll have to see. I lost my train of thought on now what I was saying. Killa, that's your fault. You distracted me. Now, here's another one as well, actually. Who were the playable characters in the pre-sequel? I know one of them was Claptrap. That's pretty much all I know. But when you look at it, since that takes place before Borderlands 2, then at least it would, say, fit. I mean, we already know the story going forward. We already know how the characters were changed and all in Borderlands 2. And Ashley Birch has her own YouTube channel called What You Play in Ash. That sounds familiar, actually. I think I might have heard of that before, but I've never seen it. It's cool, actually. A lot of different voice actors, both from Borderlands games and many other things, actually have their own, like, small YouTube channels. Brian Deckard from Detroit Become Human, he actually runs a pretty successful live streaming channel on, I think it's on Twitch. So, I mean, and he gets other voice actors and other celebrities and all on there too. And yeah, I hear the pre-sequel sucks ass and not worth mentioning. I haven't played it because I heard so much bad about it and I wasn't interested in it. And put it this way, the studio that made it are now gone. Says it all. Pre-sequel kind of took place after Borderlands 2, but was about Athena telling the story of Jack before Borderlands. Okay, so, but the big thing was the narration was taking place after Borderlands 2, but the story and everything that was depicted in the game was before Borderlands 2. Gotcha. That's the way I understand it, at least, anyway. "10 minutes, lads. 10 minutes. We're so close. We're so close." Now, I wonder, will Wilhelm come back? I'm sure you guys know what happened to Wilhelm in Borderlands 2. That was first off, that I'm not gonna super spoil it with the details, but that was kind of unexpected. I had no idea about anything to do with Wilhelm up until the run of Wilhelm appearing. I'm like, oh, this is not what I expected. Rob Mead, you the MVP right now, right? If Borderlands 3 is announced in this stream, if it's not, I'm gonna go fucking ballistic. And we riot, as the stream name illustrates. But, yeah. The playable characters were Athena, Claptrap, Nisha, who was Jack's girlfriend, and Wilhelm as a human cyborg before Borderlands. Okay. That makes sense, because trying to use the Borderlands 2 version of Wilhelm would have been very, very unwieldy. Oh, you know, it just occurred to me. Another playable character. We could be Loaderbot. Loaderbot wins. Fatality. No! He's whoop-stopping. Claptrap, he's at it again. He's killing me. It's been 2 years since I played, so I forgot just about everything. That guy's got a cool tattoo because Tiny Tina is love. Tiny Tina is life. DLC was a doppelganger of Jack and Oriella, evil sister of Sir Hammerlock. You know, I never actually did the Sir Hammerlock DLC. There was so much DLC for Borderlands 2. I did two of them. I did Mr. Torg's Campaign of Carnage, or whatever it's called. I did that one. That was good because it's Mr. Torg, you know, explosions. as well as it had plenty of Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina telling us how she's gonna. Most people bulk up with protein. No, I'm gonna bulk up with carbs, with cookies. That's it. Are those oatmeal raisin cookies? They're the devil. But between that and possibly the greatest DLC in any game that I've ever played, ever, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. I've played so many different DLCs from so many different games over the years, but Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep is probably the perfection, the pinnacle of DLC I have ever played in any game whatsoever. It's just insane. It's so good. Between Borderlands 2 and such amazing quality DLC, I just need more. I just need more of that. I didn't do the Sir Hammerlock one. I didn't do the, what is it, Captain Scarlet's Quest for Booty or something like that. And there's so many I didn't touch because they did the DLC and that one's so weird. Hopefully it's not done weird in Borderlands 3, because what was there? There was a season pass which had like 4 DLCs in it, and then there was a bunch of DLCs sold separately. And I'm not talking about like new character packs or collection packs or like collector's edition packs or stuff like that. Was this the pre-show? Yeah, this must be the pre-show, Biz. What I expected as the pre-show would probably be, I expected a couple of people talking and all, but the actual show is scheduled to start at 6 PM my time, which is in 6 minutes. So, it's looking good. We'd always just rip out the claptrap dubstep. I'm not gonna go and start up the one. You know, the one where he just comes out, like zzz, zzz, whoop whoop whoop, and he just goes mad. I think it's called a Doomsday trailer for Borderlands 2. Let's see. I didn't get to enjoy Borderlands 2. Someone was playing with at the time had a maxed out character and was finishing mission. Oh, that kind of sucks. That kind of ruins it. That something like that. I had to, let's call it, restrain a friend. So, I played Borderlands 2 originally on PC by myself because my friends weren't playing it. Now, that was in 2014, and I spent years, literal years, all the way up to 2017, trying to talk my friends into playing Borderlands. Now, I finally got one of them to play with me. One day, we were on the PS4, that's right, I bought Borderlands 2 on the PS4 a second time just I wanted to play it with my friends that much. I finally got one of my friends to buy it on PC, or on PS4. Because we were talking about it, it was on sale, and I didn't want to commit to it unless he was going to do it, and then he just went and bought it, so I bought it, so we could play it. We were playing that. He game shares with a different friend of ours, or an ex-friend of mine, and I spent all that time trying to talk him into playing it as well. He did, so we started playing it. Now, because me and my first friend that were playing it originally, we had done the majority of the story, and we had moved on to some of the DLC. He was just kind of trying to skip through the quest. Now, he wasn't doing it on purpose. It was just probably because he forgot. But I had to tell him, it's like, whoa, hold up. Our other friend hasn't seen any of this. He needs to watch the cutscenes. He needs to read the story, hear the dialogue. So, we had to rein him back in a little bit. Oh, that's the beauty of a killer, right? With your new setup, your new computer setup, and the fact that Borderlands 2 goes on sale on Steam for like €6 for the Game of the Year edition, yeah, you're good. You're good. You can get that and go crazy. Anyway, we're running down to the last 4 minutes here, so I want to tell a little miniature story just before we get to the actual main show. Actually, I'm going to read chat for a second here. So, judging by the teaser, Janie Springs and Athena are probably coming back. They were in the pre-sequel on Tales from the Borderlands. Then I saw Vaughn from Tales of the Borderlands, so probably Fiona and Reese. Fiona, that was her name, I couldn't remember it. Who is now the CEO of Atlas. Okay, so Atlas are probably coming back with weapons and stuff. Anyway, that's an interesting theory based on the trailer. Of course, who knows what they could do because it's, well, yeah, it's Borderlands, it's Gearbox, it's Randy Pitchford. So anyway, 3 minutes real quick. I gotta bust out this story as fast as I can. So how did I ever play come to love Borderlands so much, because I skipped Borderlands 1, I completely skipped Borderlands 2 when it first came out, because it didn't look like my kind of game. I didn't look like I was interested in it whatsoever. Now, in 2014, when Destiny was coming out, that's right, Destiny, they had a closed alpha for Destiny. I didn't play the closed alpha, so I just said, fuck it, you know, I can't be bothered. I'm going to get Destiny because my friends were getting it, we can all play it together. Then they had an open beta for Destiny 1. So I started playing it. I played the open beta because I was too lazy to register for codes and keys and all. And I started playing Destiny, the open beta for it. After about maybe 2 or 3 hours in Destiny, I realized this is one of the worst first-person shooter games I've ever played. This is one of the most boring games I've ever played. There's absolutely zero content, but it could possibly be a little bit better at launch. They could add more in, and I can play it with friends. Because, you know, I didn't have PlayStation Plus, so I couldn't play it with friends in the beta. So that was that. Now, because it was so boring and I had no interest in it whatsoever in Destiny 1, I decided, okay, hang on, Destiny is trying to clone Borderlands 2. At this point, I had already owned Borderlands 2 on Steam for a few years because, well, as a PC gamer, naturally I buy everything, even if I don't intend to play it, when it's dirt cheap in a Steam sale. I bought Borderlands 2 for like €5. I bought the season pass for like €5. I bought a different DLC collection for like €10. So I knew I had pretty much everything I needed to go with it. So I went up and I installed, shout out to Rob Mead yet again, but I went and I installed Borderlands 2 and all the DLC, and I started playing it. And within 10 minutes of playing Borderlands 2, I was absolutely in love with the game. I can still remember the part. You have the intro, you wake up in the cold, Claptrap brings you in, Claptrap rescues you, then he gets stolen by the giant Bullymong, whose name I can't remember, and when you leave that, and you go and kill the Bullymong to get Claptrap's eye back. Oh no, he's not stolen. His eye is stolen. That was it. When I got Claptrap's eye back, everything about it, the conversation, the dialogue, the humor, the wit, as well as the controls, the gameplay, it was all so damn good. And from then on, I absolutely loved Borderlands 2. I will completely preach Borderlands 2 amazingness in every way, shape, and form. And within that first week alone, from the first time I played Borderlands 2, I put about 40 to 45, maybe even close to 50 hours into Borderlands 2 that week alone. Oh wow, it's going old school. They're going proper Gearbox through the years. All the stuff they had. I forgot they even had some stuff with Samba de Amigo, Tony Hawk. Even technically, they worked on original Half-Life, which they showed Opposing Force, a Blue Shift, and all in there too. Anyway, Desert Bus VR, here we go. 20 years of entertaining the world. Let me know how the audio goes on my end, as well as the video, if one is too loud, if the other is too loud, or too quiet, whatever it is. Oh, they're probably going to play the trailer again. We'll boost this volume up just a little bit. Let me know how it goes. And we're going to do something special just because it's Borderlands time. Also, I'm pretty digging those two characters. Even if one of them does look like Rihanna with the side of her head shaved. The other guy just looks, I don't know, kind of emo as whatever, but we doing it. But some of these things look beast, and I want it. I want it so much. What have we got? A little more on the video. Gotcha. Hang on. See, I don't want anything to blast out. We got more Borderlands. We got Vaults. We got Sir Hammerlock. I see Ellie. I see Lilith. I see new fancy karting. We got the mask, we got everything. The vol, okay. Volume. Oh, the volume good. Mayhem is coming. We get a release date. Borderlands.com. Come on, you're killing me.
What's up, Axeist?
So we got an hour of this.
To the stage from Gearbox Software, Paul Sage and Randy Pitchford.
Boo! You suck, Randy. Everyone hates Randy. Oh, a bunch of people got Borderlands masks.
How's it going,
what's going on here.
It's a big moment. Feeling good? Paul's pretty
This guy
stoked.
can't have any words.
Paul's creative director on a new Borderlands game.
And you... No, we specifically need the words Borderlands 3.
We've been working a lot together. There's a lot of people back home that have
'Cause
been working on this thing for a long time, and I'm getting kind of choked up because this is the first few people are going to have of it today. Hey, you're stuck here for an hour.
See, I'm expecting him... I wouldn't put it past Randy.
Might even stretch it a bit. We're gonna show you a bunch of cool stuff.
I wouldn't put it past him to be another Borderlands game, and it's a Borderlands Battle Royale. Finish big, so Borderlands 3 is at the end.
You're probably, I think you're gonna like what we're gonna share. I know there's like a lot of thinking, like, what is this next Borderlands game?
See, he's doing it again.
Be like Battle Royale.
See? He all the boos. Boo! Boo this man. Boo this man.
That's not what we're making.
Yes! That's good. That's good. Boo this man. No, he says it's not what they're making. It's not what they're making.
Yeah.
We're good for the moment.
Paul and I are gonna talk a little bit about some of the things you saw in the teaser, and then we'll go into a bunch of other stuff, and then we'll finish big.
Okay, so the stream volume is full.
Do you guys like the teaser?
Hopefully that's all good. Actually, I can boost it up a little bit more.
That went into making that sculpture are assets created by the folks at Gearbox Software on the next Borderlands game.
I said the next Borderlands.
I don't know, what do you think we should look at first? Yeah, so like you'll notice there's like lots of little details in it, right? It's a first glimpse at the villains of the
See,
game.
that looks really cool. I would love to have that as like a real world statue.
Now, obviously, you want to see some familiar faces. That is Tiny Tina.
Yes!
She's actually a little older now.
That looks like Mordecai on the left as well.
I'm going to do something that's actually not on the script. I was talking, there's so many awesome people in the community. You know, we build all this stuff digitally. And, you know, what Paul was saying was that inspiring.
I just want him to play the All Around the Stack This Plant song.
When we make stuff digitally, that people in the real world manifest some of the stuff in the real world. And I was earlier talking to some of the cosplayers. Would you guys stand up and like show off?
Here we go.
Like,
all the cosplayers.
look at how awesome.
That's pretty cool.
It's so cool. And some of the cosplayers actually like have reached out to me on Twitter, and like I follow some of them. Just hit me up, and I usually like to follow people that do cool stuff. And a couple of them I actually like did NDAs with, and I sent images of some of the things that are going to be in the game so they can kind of get started. And one of you guys actually made something like 3 days. Would you mind coming up here? I want to show this off.
Oh, we're gonna see some stuff from before it.
Sorry, I can't get you. So this is Casey, right?
Oh, so that's
Some
the
of you guys
the
have
bunny
heard about
mask that we'd
Casey.
seen from the.
Unbelievable Tiny Tina. Casey made Tiny Tina's new mask in 3 days, so she could bring it to the show.
Remember, I was saying with the bunny mask on the thing that it could be Tiny Tina stuff.
You guys have no idea how inspiring it is to us as creators to see this stuff in the real world that we can only dream of digitally, right? It's crazy. So let's see what else we got.
This guy, say something.
Yeah, so obviously, you know, a lot of characters from Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, but you'll notice standing on the pile of
The chick on the left as well.
bandits, dead bandits. That's Vaughn from I love Vaughn, great character.
I don't remember Vaughn.
Vaughn, of course, is from Tales from the Borderlands.
That's probably
And
why I
also
don't
you can
remember
see
Vaughn.
Aurelia from the pre-sequel, and they're in the game.
And I don't know
let's see what else
pre-sequel.
we got. All those guns, by the way, the whole sculpture is made of guns, and they're all in the game.
I don't know Biz. I don't know what
I don't know if you
his no
noticed
talking
this.
gimmick
Some of you
is.
guys have already figured this out, but if you watch, I know some of you are going to scrub through this thing. But if you watch closely, you can notice right there. Actually, zoom in on that.
These are the codes we already
That's a
know.
piece of a shift code, and that's only 5 digits. And you know, shift codes are 5 by 5.
Yeah,
Some
we've
of you
already
guys follow
found
me
the
on
5 by
Twitter,
5.
You know, I tweet shift codes.
But
and
yeah,
if you
Overlord, you
have
haven't
Borderlands
missed
2,
too
you
much
can use
yet.
that shift code right
Except
now,
they've confirmed
and
that
you'll get
Tiny
some
Tina is
entitlements.
back. She's a little bit
There's been
older
lot,
and she has a
you know,
mask.
like we made-
And there's a
we
new
made
Borderlands
these
game
games
that's
way
not a
back
battle
in the day
royale.
that we only released once for people that showed up to our community day. So like maybe 2,000 people in the entire world ever got them. Well, we've decided to unlock them with these shift codes. So this shift code unlocks one of the community day skins.
That's our Salvador one that we already have.
You're wrong there. Salvador, thank you. And see, somebody's already ahead of it.
See, he heard me.
Zero's coming, and there's
Zero.
other
That's what I'm talking about.
hidden throughout. In fact, go to the next slide. These are the villains. We'll talk about.
It's Rihanna and
later,
Justin
at
Bieber.
the end of the show. But actually, play the clip.
Yeah, everyone was worried about it being a battle royale overlord.
Sequence. I don't know if you guys noticed. You're probably looking at the villains, but did you notice in the top left corner there was a blinking light? Here, loop it again. Loop it again.
Oh, that's the we've all figured this out, Randy.
Morse code.
There's Morse. We have this. We have the Braille one as well.
And if you translate that, what is it? Yeah, it says, "Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine."
And there's another one that says the Braille is like count the sirens.
There are some fun messages hidden throughout. That's not the only one. You'll find some other messages.
Yeah, we found them.
Paul, what should we talk about next? Let's
see what we got.
Next here.
Vaughn was a tech nerd who turned into a badass
so
at the end.
Paul wanted me to point out
I
that,
don't see. I played the first
Tamara,
episode.
She's one of the Vault Hunters. You're going to see a lot more of her later. But Paul wanted me to make sure that, like, when you see there's a rack, there's a skag flying on a rack.
I see Moxie's place.
Go back one. Skags will not be mounting racks in the game. That's just some fun, goofy stuff that the folks that built this model asset do. Also, yeah, go forward one. There's a zoom in here. That's Moxie. You get out your magnifying glasses, you can get a look at
what we want.
She looks like now. But the guys that made the model also got creative. Moxie's bar is in the game, but that's not it. That's some rundown. Like, her bar is awesome. Like, that's cool, but her bar is really cool, and you'll see more of that later.
I can't wait. So imagine what Moxie's
is
like now, a massive club or something.
But we were just having fun.
I know Verti.
So
I know.
As more details about the game come through, you'll get all that.
Randy is
one other thing, like,
he's a poor magician.
Move ahead one. And
the whole sleight of hand thing, but we all see it.
That's obviously Handsome Jack's mask.
So do we see his
we
face?
Put that in there because we're assholes. Handsome Jack is dead. Okay, he's dead. You killed him.
That's right.
He's dead.
I forgot about that. End of Borderlands 2.
Not even a new U station's gonna bring him back at this point. But we're jerks, so we put that in there.
Didn't even think of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. Feel free to dig.
That looks like
Lilith. Even in the roses, there's detail. There's guns everywhere. We got Lilith front.
I don't know who the girl on the left is.
There's a new character that we'll introduce later that's hanging out there off to the side. You probably recognize Hammerlock, but on the other side, where somebody.
Wait, that's Hammerlock?
We'll find out later.
Oh wait, yeah, I see Hammer. I'm thinking of the guy behind Hammerlock. Sorry, I didn't see him first.
Yeah, Scooter. Sorry, Scooter, you didn't make it. You guys.
Yeah, I don't get the no talking thing. That's kind of obnoxious.
This has been a lot of fun, but we're just getting started. That was a tease. That was just a tease. We're gonna come back. I promise you, we're gonna finish big, and I'll be back later to talk more about Borderlands, talk more about the next game. Right now, one of the things I wanted to do was take advantage of this moment, because there was a time when Gearbox was a tiny little independent developer, when we had to just scream from the tallest.
The no talking guy is the creative director for the upcoming Borderlands game.
And when it wasn't even full.
I don't remember his name.
You guys are incredible. Like, holy crap. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out.
A magician friend, Monkey. He's a magician friend.
When
a goose!
Gearbox Software,
I don't have paper.
Was that
oh, you know what?
This isn't a means to an end. Like, back then,
there
wasn't really any money in games. We just wanted to create entertainment. And we knew that interactive entertainment was the most exciting new medium that our species had ever created.
I just broke my book.
Time in species history,
origami.
You can actually interact with your content.
A goose!
And this is awesome. So we dove in, and we just wanted
to
entertain the world. And now that we kind of have a voice, we created a group that can help us.
He's probably going to like scream the release date or something, or Epic Games exclusive, and then there'll be like a rave of booze everywhere.
Some cool things we want to show you. So I think I talked about everything you wanted to talk about. All right. So
he'll probably talk when Randy leaves.
Sometimes I can't get a word in edgewise when Paul's in the house. But now I think
that was cringe. Hence why two people left.
Gibson to Gearbox Publishing. You ready, Steve? All right, let's go. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Oh, this is terrible. We don't talk about. We don't use the E word.
I'm Steve Gibson. I have had the honor of leading the charge of creating the Gearbox Publishing Group. We've been at this for a few years. And while
Now this,
Randy and all those guys
this is them
been,
publishing other
making
games.
a
We
Borderlands
Happy
game,
Few,
we
among other
built a
things.
worldwide publisher. So we have been fortunate enough
Desert
to
Bus
work
VR,
with a lot of
Bulletstorm.
You'll see behind me here, we started
Is
off
that
with Homeworld,
Fortnite on the left?
and that was an honor for us to get that franchise
Duke
and bring it back
Nukem.
to people. I imagine many
I
of
don't
you guys
recognize
here
some of the
have
other
gotten to
ones.
play that when we did the remaster, and we're building a future for that franchise, and we're really excited.
Biz, it better not be that far off.
We're working on a bunch of other games too, but I wanted to share with you, here's the guys we've met up with and worked with so far, and we want you to take a look.
With how long it's been between
see,
games.
We Happy Few very recently. Compulsion Games was amazing to work with. We're going to talk a little more about what they have in a bit. The guys at Tiny Build with Hello Neighbor, we've helped those guys sell millions of copies around the world, and it was an honor to work with Tiny Build. That has been a huge moment for us working with them. Bulletstorm, the guys at People Can Fly.
I don't like People Can Fly.
Amazing game.
I had People Can Fly have made 2.5 games that I can think of. One of them was a good port of a great game.
We got to work with guys that who made Banner Saga with Stoic Games.
But everything that I can think of, like individual or unique, first party in-house,
you will love it. Check it out.
Was
games, you may have heard of them.
Was bad.
We managed to work with them on bringing Fortnite to Save the World to retail not too long ago.
See, because the new consoles are coming, it's weird that they're releasing a game on console this. Possibly.
There's been a lot of great things that we've been working on, and we want to share a few more things with you guys here today.
Oh, I completely agree, Overlord. Some of those things that they showed off should not be. Like, did you notice there's no aliens, colonial marines up there? Anyone notice that?
First, we're finally launching the new DLC next week.
I love how that was so slow and like a couple of actual people were happy about it, and then everyone else was just, we better clap because everyone else is doing it.
Platforms, including PlayStation. And you will have a trailer and all the information. This is part of the season pass that many of you guys have already got. So assuming you already have a season pass, free for you guys to download. It'll come out on all the places. Next for you guys, I got something for you.
Oh my. Late port alarm! Woo! We got some late. Wait.
Man,
kept you waiting, huh? There's a late port for you.
This is crazy. The folks at Nintendo have been so supportive.
Yeah, because they want any game they can get, because they don't fucking get any games.
We are really just super close. Our production guys were very nervous about us putting out a launch date. I'm very bullish about it being early summer, but we have one more milestone to go.
That was actually that was a theory that I completely forgot about. It wasn't one of mine. I can't take credit for it. But on the teaser, when it had the Bulletstorm dude and Duke Nukem, it plays amazing on the Switch. Good fucking good one. Frame rates we were shocked with. Yeah, what, you managed to hit 27? But anyway, the two characters were switched around on the opposite sides, so people went with it from that.
I've got another one for you guys. Tiny Build.
Yeah, that's one of the expected ones, Overlord, because they tweeted out a low-resolution pixelated image of a scene from Borderlands 2, which only makes sense that it would be downported to a low-resolution Switch.
Dad used to bring us food home from the factory.
I don't know what this is. I was kind of talking, I missed what he was saying.
And I will get a dog. Teach it to be a tiger. I'll call it Grundy.
I don't know what this
and
is.
They lived happily ever after.
It's one of their published games, so it's...
And horribly
yeah.
ever before.
No, I know it's from Tiny Build, but for who it actually is...
The plague bringer is here, walking around. Pit-a-pat, pit-a-pat, oh pit-a-pat. 3 coffin bears, 2 mice, and a bat.
It's... What have Tiny Build
I
made in the
didn't do
past?
it. Don't look at me like that.
It's like it's based on the Black Death or something like that, the Black Plague. Pathologic 2. Oh my god, it's actually coming to Steam and not the Epic Games launcher. A zombie survival game with how the Joy game was misleading. Possibly.
Right.
He might tell us about it
Now
now.
it's on to some new partners. This is the moment that
There's
we're
microphones
so
all over the
excited to
place.
share with you guys. We partnered with a few folks. Now,
Is that
as Randy was
Sierra?
saying,
No.
We have been so fortunate at Gearbox to have so many of you guys looking at what we're doing, and it is our honor.
Stop
to
moving
share
your
with
head
you
so
guys,
fast.
You know, all these great games that we want to make sure that you get to.
This microphone is
well.
everywhere.
Now, first of all, System Era. This is a fantastic game. Some of you guys are.
2 people were
aware
happy
of it.
about that.
We don't think enough people are. So we want to make sure, and we're going to do our part, and we're announcing a partnership with System Era. We're going
Oh, you know what? I never thought of that, Biz.
Bring Astroneer to
There you
more
go.
places around the world, and we'll have more details on that soon.
That should be good.
Thank you, System Era, for partnering with us. You're going to hear a lot more about that.
It never occurred to me.
All right.
I was just useful. I was used to like scrolling across onto my other monitor to do stuff. That it was just like that. It was.
Yeah, this one's weird. Yeah.
I didn't. What is it?
So
Univ.
the guys at Squanch Games, we met up with them.
You think they'd zoom out
and
so we could see what it
they
is?
have the most bizarre title that it's just funny as hell. And a lot of you guys are probably familiar with Justin and his work.
He keeps looking down at the microphone. He can see
Yeah.
it.
So
He knows
spent
it's
some
all
time
over
with
the
those guys in
place.
Studio. Definitely recognized the first time I met Justin. It was
Trover
absolutely
saves the
recognized
universe.
him.
Oh, the Rick and
Promise.
Morty game. Okay.
It was not awkward. And when we got to spend the time with them together, and they shared with us their passion for the game and just how freaking weird this thing is, we were excited that the guys.
This is the VR one,
the guys
isn't
at
it?
Sony as well were happy to work with us on this. We wanted you guys to check this out. They're just now announcing their launch date as well.
That microphone is. Woo lad.
This bull. Back to you in the studio, Chuck. You, I don't give a. Ahem. Sorry about that, folks. Clearly, lots of outrage over these dogs.
Want a divorce too, and you're keeping the kids because
I wouldn't
you don't
mind
respect
VR.
them.
I recently got back into VR and it's better than most people make it out to be. It's not quite there yet. It's not quite as far forward as everyone wants, but
That's what the abstainers look like?
Why can't you just respect that I don't want to rotate my chair? I don't want to be jiggling around.
They look just like the guy who's got the dogs in his eyes causing all this trouble. Shut the f up, Trover. No one needs to hear your commentary about everything. I'm gonna eat some piss, drink some piss.
oh, I remember taking the piss out of this game actually on the PlayStation State of Play the other night.
Let's go.
We must find the crystal of Ithacles.
Partner, we gotta find the crystal of Ithacles.
I have the crystal of Ithacles right here.
You son of.
Everything is just running around spamming Crystal of Italy's. Play on TV. Play in VR.
I'm your boss.
Is that
I'm
it?
the one who pays your bills. So I need you to shut the f up. And
Guy was
do
just
what I
twerking.
tell
What the
you
hell?
to do.
Shit. You'd say it again. No. Trover saves the universe. Hey, May 31st. It's out on my birthday. Not that I'm gonna play it. I guess that's a mark against my birthday because some shit like that's gonna come out on it.
All right, and now for the last one. We've partnered with Hopu Games. Yeah, there's a few guys who might know them. In fact, let me show you the trailer first.
You and
guys
me
get a
both,
feel of
Biz.
what these guys have been working
You and
on.
me
Check
both.
this out.
We're a bit too out of touch for that one. I mean, I don't like Rick and Morty, so it just doesn't fly with me. Does the TV mode play the same as the VR one? I would assume so. Or I would assume it's in the sense that it's the same game and all, it just might be from a different camera perspective. Because what I saw in the Sony presentation is when you're playing in VR, you can still see the character's controller in your hand. So I think it will still work in the same way, essentially. But it could be like Super Lucky's Tale, which is actually fun to play and easy to play in VR. What is this, a Switch game? With those frame rates, it might be. Also, it's probably just because it's in early development and early access and whatnot that it's kind of an unoptimized mess. I'm not going to give them shit about it yet unless it turns out to be a Switch game. Looks a bit graphically advanced to be a Switch game though. No, you know what it is? It's Anthem on the Switch. It's clearly the Anthem port on the Switch. They're on alien worlds. It's a multiplayer looter shooter. Fighting weird life forms. They jump down, they jump around. This is clearly the Anthem port on Switch. It's a big ass fire dragon. You know, I need to move my... There we go. Oh, it's Risk of Rain 2. Okay. Oh, that's promising as well, because that's on Steam too. That's possibly... Oh, absolutely. The Switch would burst into flames trying to play that.
This is a huge day for all of us, and we're so excited to share it with Paul and his team. In fact, hey, Paul.
He's going to come out and not say anything.
I want you guys to welcome Paul. Paul here is working with a very small
team. Oh, it's not the same Paul.
Risk of Rain 2.
How's it going? So, as Steve said, I'm Paul. I'm from Hopu Games. The team and I have been working on Risk of Rain 2 for about 3 years now.
This guy should probably not be
it's a co-op
given presentations.
When
what
we first started looking for publishing partners for Risk of Rain 2, Gearbox stood out to us because they understand the kind of game we're making.
I can give better presentation skills than these guys.
Shooters, games with tons of awesome loot.
See? Hire me.
So we're super excited to be working with
Gearbox.
them.
I got you.
Also, we want to make sure that the fans of Risk of Rain understand and expect the game and kind of know what they're getting into. So we want to make sure that the community's heard and the feedback is there. So with that being said, I'm very excited to announce that Risk of Rain 2 is available on Steam in early access today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That makes sense because the Steam store update was half an hour ago.
So check the game
or
out. Join our Discord
90
to hear
minutes
about future
ago.
content updates, what we're working on. Tell us what's great about the game, maybe what's not so great. We'd love to hear your feedback, and we're excited to see you in-game and on Discord. Thanks a lot, guys.
Well, there you go. Anyone who likes Risk of Rain.
So we're helping Paul out in all the ways that you would hope, helping to bring him to additional platforms, getting the word out about how great and amazing this game is. We are so passionate about what he's building. Randy's probably going to come out here and talk about it as well. This is a huge day for all of us. Let's go get.
Wait, he said he's going to bring it to additional platforms. I'll buy it on this bad boy.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Oh, awkward high five. Typical Randy.
It was actually my family at the last PAX in Seattle that where they were demoing Risk of Rain 2, and they discovered it and were playing the game, and texting me like, "Dude, you got to check this out." And I looked at everything online and talked them into letting me play a build, and that game is insane, you guys. Like, you have no idea. Like,
he's such a terrible hype man.
At Hopu, 3 developers. And I was playing Risk of Rain 2, and with the co-op gameplay and the shooting and the looting, I thought, holy shit, like, this is exactly the game that Gearbox would make if instead of 450 people, we only had a team of like 25.
I was expecting to say Borderlands.
So
I think we all were.
I'm just stoked about that. Oh, here's another thing too that I'm supposed to tell you about. Apparently, our buddies up at Valve that run the Steam platform, we were able to do an exclusive deal with them.
Oh,
where,
exclusive.
If you get Risk of Rain 2 within the next few days, you get a free copy that you can gift to a friend. And the Steam guy, yeah.
That'd be a way to
cool.
play it online to really
Because
promote
it's a
the
co-op
online
game,
thing.
and we want you to play co-op. So the Steam guys had to create a special path so that you can get, when you buy it, you'll get the tools to gift that to anybody on your Steam.
They make it sound so difficult.
So that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm sure it's very easy for Valve to create that package.
Let's talk about some other stuff.
Like, look at the Borderlands package. You can buy a 4-person co-op package to send 3 other copies to people.
Why are you here? There's like over 3,000 people in
You're
this
here
room.
for Borderlands 3,
Why are you
Randy.
here? Like, it's Thursday. Like, shouldn't you be at school or work or something? Or
Is this it? What time is it?
some
No.
people are even like celebrating things. Like, does anybody have like a birthday that just happened like within the last week, or have a birthday coming up the next week? Any birthdays? When's your birthday? Your birthday's tomorrow? Your birthday's today?
Some people...
What's your name? Danny. Do you want to come up and help me? Oh, I got a gift for you.
I have a feeling this is fake and staged, but
Would you help me too? Can I give you a gift?
I don't trust them.
For you guys. Actually, can one of the enforcers help them get back here so they don't die climbing up on the stage? Yeah, so go to
Enforcers.
So
It's called security and stewards, Randy. Come on, you're not
Let me
funny.
get this set up.
That's pretty cool.
Actually, thank you. Oh yeah, there's a mark.
Good job. Oh, there's Tina. What's that in the
I
back?
just realized something. I only have one wrapped gift.
They can fight to the death over it.
We'll fix this. Come on up.
What's that? Tiny Tina's Robot Tea Party.
Darshell, nice to meet you. And what's your name? Danny, nice to meet you too. Darshell, would you mind coming over here?
Those are some leather pants.
This is your gift. And are you cool having a seat? Would you mind helping me out for a few minutes? I want you to hold this.
She's conveniently a hot girl.
I don't have a gift for him, so I'm going to do something else. But if you
she even looks kind of like the main character, one of the main bad guys.
Danny, right?
She's got the shaved head on one
do?
side.
Yeah. Hey, boy, do you have the box of more?
The box of
This is my son.
The gift is a USB thumbstick.
He's also. Can you give him a copy? So what he's got is a box of a new tabletop game.
Oh.
Which is literally the first tabletop game that's ever been made with the Borderlands franchise, and it's called Borderlands Tiny Tina's Robot Tea Party. Yeah, you know what? Just set those. You can just set those. Thanks. Oh, and this is my son Randy.
He named his son Randy.
I'm not that vain. If I was the first, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I'm just keeping it going. You know.
That's terrible.
But I think he's actually going to be. There's a booth where this game. Can you rip that open?
Yeah, this must be the actual card game.
We're going to destroy that one because I want to show people what's up. There's a booth on the floor if you want to pick one up. It's like $20. It's booth 2411. Yeah, open it up. My kid will actually be there, and his name's Randy Pitchford, so he'll be helping to sell games. So if you want,
his name's Randy. That's so cringe.
Randy Pitchford. So, okay, so here, actually, let's use this table here. What do we got? Get those out. Let me show you. So here's the instructions. This is actually the first. Like these just got shipped here. This game isn't even out yet, so it's kind of like a PAX East exclusive.
I will say this is kind of cool. I'll buy this. See, that's what they showed. That's what they showed. That's why I thought there was a card game, but I thought it would be a digital card game, like a
oh, this is cute. Like Tiny Tina's like written
phone game.
She's like scribbled over the rules. I don't know if you can see that, but she's written. That's funny. Yeah, branding. Yeah. So yeah, can you open the cards up? So the card game. I'll help you. I'm good with cards. Okay.
Do some magic tricks, Randy. Come on.
Oh, you know what else? You guys want to buy this because under here, there's a shift code.
Crafty.
Easter egg.
I'm gonna buy that.
Okay, we'll come back.
You know what's gonna happen, right? Someone's
So what
already
you get
going back,
is
zooming in, and redeeming that guy's
Standard
shift code.
claptrap,
If it's a once-off use.
Gentleman claptrap, there's sheriff, pirate, wizard, and you're gonna build your claptrap. And so you'll get a hand of cards.
Well, see, you have to
lots of
remember,
different cards,
Randy
like,
he's a
okay,
magician,
so this is the
so
regular claptrap. He's got his birthday hat.
he's probably trying to do some
There's
magician
this
stuff.
is a wizard
I mean, use the
arm.
hot girl
Right,
for
so you
fuck's
take all these
sake.
parts, there's the
I'm just waiting for him to do
sheriff
magic
wheels,
tricks with the cards now.
Sheriff hat, gentleman claptrap hat, wizard hat, and so on. Oh, this one is one of the special cards. This is called Take a Spin. So with Take a Spin,
sip,
you get to pick
sleazy
the
asshole.
next 7 cards, look at them, pick the one you like, and then you can immediately put it on your robot. You can also put the wrong parts on other robots, so you can screw your neighbors. There's usually on the bottom, there's ways to fix that. Yeah, like right here, swipe. Here, you can hold those. Swipe, take a card at random from another player's hand. Party foul.
I do hope he does at least
Sometimes you
one.
need to interrupt. Somebody's going to make the winning move. You can block them.
Stop
a card from being played.
One magic trick with a card.
Sheriff arm. Oh, bring the pain. So punch. This is Brink's punch.
Bring the pain.
Punch, like the legs off a claptrap.
More like
I've always
make it
wanted to see
rain.
happen.
Make it rain!
If everybody's just been dogpiling on you and just completely screwed your robot up, you can reset it. You can knock all the pieces off and get a new you. Wild, Digistruct.
Yeah, it's not the best way to. The premise of the presentation was better to sell it. You know, giving it to random people.
Crazy Earl. You can go through the discard pile and pick whatever card you want.
But the whole thing is like, oh, my son, Randy Pitchford signed, and
but I just realized something.
this little bit's not great.
I have cards.
Yeah, here it comes.
And I'm a magician.
Here it comes.
Should we do a trick with these? Yeah. Oh, you want to do a trick with me? Okay. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to spread these out. Can you guys see this? Okay. So you'll look at these and just kind of like, I want you to just. It doesn't actually matter what card you're going to pick because we're not going to do like I'm going to figure out what your card is. But if you like.
Yeah,
one,
she's
you
sitting
touch
off to the
it,
side.
Slide it out. Like I just picked this one. So I picked Gentleman Claptrap Arm, right? So it's got the monocle. So we'll pick it out. We'll look at it. And then I'm going to get a pen out, and we're going to sign. You're going to sign your card. So it's not. I don't need to know. We'll all know what the card is, but yours will be the only one in the world that looks like it because it's going to get signed. Okay. So I'm going to put that one on top. So don't go to the top. Just anywhere in the middle. Touch any card you want. That one. Okay. Hold on. That's the card. Okay.
So I think the one he put down was currently the card on the
is.
very top.
What is it? Oh, this is pirate. This is the pirate claptrap arms. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you where to sign.
Just use a projector.
Yeah.
Like the scene's great. That's one way of doing it.
Oh, that's good. Let's see. We don't need that. And do you usually sign your name like this?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like on checks.
Who uses a check in current year, Randy? Come on.
Credit card receipts.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Just keep watching his. Oh, look! They're presented by Final Fantasy XIV. That's weird.
Selfie. This is what Danny's signature looks like. All right. I want you to see this too.
Yeah, this is this is really stalling for time, Biz, isn't
I want
it?
you to look at that. If you recognize it again, okay. Help me out. We'll get the deck out. We're gonna do something impossible.
He said the deck, not the dick.
Here, I'm gonna cut right here. Drop it in. Face down, right? Put it back in there. It's lost in the deck. We're gonna shuffle it. We're gonna shuffle it. I want you to think of a number. Don't say it yet. Take these. Think of a number between 1 and 50. A random number. Okay, and we didn't work anything out before the show.
Convenient.
This is the first. You had no idea you were even coming out. Okay. Random number. In fact, if you want, you could even ask somebody from the crowd, or you could pick yourself. You decide. 1 in 50. We're gonna need a number.
Yeah, this is
47.
Whoa, that's fucked up. I was thinking 47.
Guys. Now,
that's so weird. Me and her, we're like this. It's destiny, lads.
And that's kind of a big number. If you insist, we'll do 47. But if you want to pick a different one to save everybody a little bit of time, it's no big deal. It's up to you.
So there's clearly 50 cards in it.
We're going to count down. So we're going to go through 47 cards. It's cool. We can do it. This is I'm a magician, you guys. Would you like to keep 47?
I hope this doesn't work. Yeah, me and her, we're clearly soulmates.
Sorry. She doesn't want to change her mind. Count one card face down on the table. Face down on the table. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You do it. 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
14, 15.
The card is now here.
17,
Oh.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
If this actually works, I don't know how he's. If it's legit, I don't know how he did it because he didn't. I don't think he was touching the cards after she revealed the number, but that's why he's a magician.
It was 47, right? Let's get these out of the way. That is the 47th card. Put it onto the table.
Yeah, other than it being obviously fake and stuff.
Let's let it build. I'll take those. That's the 47th card. You want to show him? Show the card. Show him the card. This does not have your signatures. You guys, this is supposed to happen. Because I asked her what number to pick. And you've been holding that box, that gift wrap box, from the beginning. Can you open it? Don't get ahead of me.
I don't think he touched the box at all, did he?
Open it up. Rip the packaging off, if you can. It's really professionally sealed.
So, how you guys doing? How you guys finding the stream so far with this cringe presentation?
Yeah, yeah. Get the cards out.
Now count 47 cards.
Gotta open those too. They're also, yeah, here, sure.
See, I mean, it's obviously completely
Get rid of
fake.
the claptrap cards. We don't need those. So that, yeah.
We got 20 minutes. So.
Okay, now we'll get rid of those.
Hopefully, they have a lot of Borderlands 3
Count into
stuff.
my hands. 47 cards.
Yeah, there's the.
You did this to yourself. You did this to yourself.
Ready?
Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
You know what?
17, 18,
What can we do in the
19,
meantime?
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Hmm.
27,
Oh, you know what?
28,
This is
29,
appropriate.
30,
I hate
31,
these fucking
32,
people.
33, 34,
I hate
35,
these people
36,
so much.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45,
Oh, I could.
46. Stop!
I can't crunch this ball
Take
into the
that
microphone.
card,
There's
don't
still.
look at it. Hold it against your chest. That is the 47th card. Give me the rest of these. Give me the rest of these. She has the 47th card, you guys. That card
This
was
is fake
sealed
AF.
with the rest of these cards in plastic, in a box, sealed in plastic, wrapped.
So it couldn't have been done beforehand.
He signed a card. It's gone. You've got a card. You don't believe it, do you? Did you look? Did you look?
Because this totally isn't fake.
A miracle, you guys! A miracle!
Yeah. I know, dipshit Phil.
Thank you so much.
It's questionable. It's questionable. We all have to sit through this just to get Borderlands 3 info.
Games, so let's get you some fresh copies. Happy birthday, Danny.
Oh, that's convenient,
Happy
isn't it?
birthday,
They have
Darshell.
fresh copies. Ones without the cards in it.
Thank you guys. And they'll help you not die on your way back. Cheers.
She needs to do some squats though.
And maybe Colin wants to give these away later.
Because she needs
So if you want to pick that game up, it's
one of
pretty fun.
these.
It's now my warm-up game for my board game group. It's actually really legit, and we'll be over. I'll probably be around too if you want to bump into me. I'll be happy to sign it or whatever. But That's it. We're done.
No. Yeah, yeah. Good.
That's
No.
the new Borderlands game.
Randy, good one. Good one.
Do you guys like it? Is it everything you'd hope for? You're gonna kill me. I'm not surviving this day.
Come on.
Let's get on. We've got actually a lot of great Borderlands stuff to talk about. What are we doing next?
There's going to be the remaster of 1. There's going to be a Switch port of 2. There's going to be Borderlands 3.
We'll have Voice of God do it.
It's okay, Randy. Please welcome to the stage Senior Community Manager Colin Sweet and a gaggle of gearboxers.
A gaggle of... I was expecting a gaggle of geese, but alright.
How's it going, everybody? Man, we honestly would not be here today if it wasn't for you, our community. The love and support that you guys have shown us,
But Stallion!
Whether it's through your amazing cosplay, your social
Just see him in the background.
even your handwritten letters. Each of these validate our desire within Gearbox to entertain the world.
Buy in time for a disaster happening backstage.
My amazing colleagues up here on stage.
Hi, my name is Mario Rodriguez. I'm an associate producer at Gearbox Software working on Borderlands 2 VR.
Borderlands. Will one of them say
Anthony
Borderlands 3?
Nicholson. I'm a project producer, so I kind of work on with all the departments and a lot of these cool people up here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, what's up? I'm Amanda Christensen.
Oh, that's a girl.
I'm artist at
Okay.
Gearbox Software, and I basically draw cool stuff all day.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate Pitstick, and I'm a mission designer at Gearbox.
Oh, cringe by not giving him the microphone.
Hi everyone, I'm Kayla Belmore. I'm a pipeline producer and I work on content creation at Gearbox Software.
She can produce my pipeline any
I
day.
have a lot to go over with you today, but I like to just kind of point out that really today just marks the very beginning for the year of Borderlands. We've got several more exciting announcements for you guys throughout the months to come. So that being said, we encourage you to not only follow our current
What
channel,
pre-sequel
but also our
game?
brand new Discord. There, you'll be able to find things like community skins, codes, the whole 9 yards, as well as take part
Okay,
in
codes and
live
stuff is kinda
AMA
cool.
opportunities with leadership within Gearbox, including that of Randy Pitchford himself. In fact, we can even give away some physical products today. I mean, we've got apparently some more of this brand new board game that Randy just did his magic trick with. So throughout the entirety of this weekend, we'll start kicking that off right away. You know, one of the things that we really wanted to do with this Discord is to kind of bridge that gap between us as a developer and you guys as our community.
Yes, Biz. That's the joke.
I think probably to kick
We got
things
it.
off, we'll probably talk about, you know, what, Mario, your experience was in terms of listening to our community and their feedback. You want to talk a little bit more on that?
This is Borderlands 2 VR
So
stuff.
some of you have played the game? Cool. So we launched the game in December, and it was very positive feedback. But we got some tweets and comments like these.
I've actually seen a lot of
back to
people
work as soon as we saw that,
complaining
a lot
about
of
that.
you wanted it, and so we worked really hard to bring it out. And earlier this month, we actually released a free update that introduced aim controller in Borderlands 2 VR. We were very happy to do that.
Now you can use your big, weird PS3 dildo with the PS4 VR.
Now we hear you want more.
No, it's not positive feedback. It's
so we see
constructive
these kinds
feedback.
of tweets. So we're happy to announce that our team is continuing to work on the game, and we have one more update coming up later this summer that will introduce all of the DLC from Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 2 VR. This will be a free update this summer.
Go Tiny Tina.
Now, we actually have some more information with VR, but we'll hold that off for a later date and time. But actually, you know, before we talk about some of the other messages that you guys have read yourselves, why don't we just kick things off with a video to start?
Oh, not a... We all know it. We've seen this.
Wake up, Vault Hunter. I'll explain everything soon, but know this.
Oh wait, this
You're
is
alive for a reason,
this is something new.
And I am here to help you. Help you witness these world premieres.
Is that the real girl of what is it, Angel?
So, you want to hear a story, huh?
Well, with this I was about to say with this frame rate, it must be the Switch version. Rip in pieces. Again.
I'm in the dark here.
So, you want to hear a story, huh?
Oh, 2 for 2. The Switch cannot run Borderlands 2. F. No, it's just the base game, Nix. Borderlands 2 VR is just a base game, doesn't have multiplayer, doesn't have a couple of other things, and it doesn't have the DLC. No refunds. You're right, they must have been playing this backstage. For anyone just joining right now, the stream is not frozen. Their tech demo presentation is frozen. So, here we go. What do we got? Prepare your frame rate. Now in Ultra HD. Oh, so it's Borderlands 1 remastered. Oh, what? Pre-sequel? Plus Borderlands 2.
This is awesome.
What is going on? What, are they porting it to Switch? No, they couldn't be because it said Ultra HD. Then again, this frame rate, it could be Switch. Okay, well, we need more. Yeah, it's awful. I'm not sure if it's the in-game. I mean, with the issues we saw, there's no surprise. Like I'm looking. It's clearly not my stream, so it's all the issues that we were having at first. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's still going like shit. I'm guessing it's being ported to. Well, see, it has Borderlands 1 in it now. Oh no, it's the pre-sequel. No, I don't know. I give up. We'll see what it is. The Handsome Collection. Oh, it's a free Ultra HD pack. Okay. So it's getting a free update remaster for. So. They must have been trying to do it on a console. So they just bring out a hot girl as a sorry.
Our angel, Brittany,
oh, it's
introduce
Chick from
4K up-res versions of Borderlands and Borderlands A Handsome Collection, including Borderlands 2 and Borderlands a pre-sequel. And you just saw the Handsome Collection video. Thanks for coming out, Brittany. I'm sorry that...
Ultra HD slideshow. You're dead right.
This is our angel. This is Guardian Angel. So
that's the chick from Borderlands 2, right?
Can we play... Can we do it again? Can we do it again? Do you want to look at the camera and maybe we'll do it live this time? Can we do it live with the... Yeah, 1 second. Sorry about this, you guys. I'm really nervous because we have another video.
Yeah, you don't
really want to make sure it's perfect.
You don't want to mess up the other one.
How we doing?
No, it wasn't so much a Nintendo presentation. It was more so a Nintendo frame rate, possible Nintendo port.
I'm gonna get out of here.
She could be my angel anytime, though. I'm just saying.
Wake up, Vault Hunter. I'll explain everything soon, but know this. You're alive for a reason, and I am here to help you. Help you witness these world premieres.
Make her mouth move. This is brilliant. Oh, Gearbox, please, baby, what is you doing? They should have got me to host this with my computer and my setup. I could have done this better. More magic. Safe to say, Brothers in Arms is a dead IP. I wouldn't know. Is that a dog or something in the background? I'm just waiting for them to accidentally show like something Borderlands 3 in the background. Let's see. Well, I don't have any DLC for all 3 games on PCs. That's not true. You have Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep.
All right, let's welcome all the devs back to the stage to talk about this next game.
Well, we fix everything.
Okay, so they're going to make sure this video works before we do the next thing. What you would have seen was an awesome 4K remastered, up-res edition of the original Borderlands.
I wonder if the PC version is going to get new textures and stuff. Because it said Steam.
And it's awesome. And my favorite thing about it, like, we didn't just go in.
Well, it said Steam, but it's
rendered in 4K and ported to the new platforms.
You know, the game is there.
We actually did stuff. We actually did, like, one of the things we did, we never supported. We didn't have Shift for Borderlands 1, so there was no support for things like shift codes. But I think that's my favorite thing about the remaster, the Game of the Year edition of Borderlands 1, is now there's shift codes. So I can tweet golden keys at you all day for Borderlands 1.
Did you?
Do you have a mic?
The one they gave the one they showed a moment ago.
Borderlands 1 is going to be getting real heads and skins.
Oh, cool! Yeah. Remember, we just had color shifts on the characters, right? Kate, what do you dig?
Well, starting as a level designer in the industry, one of the things that's important to me is navigation. So Borderlands 1 will have
I'm confused about this because the presentation that they did and how they fucked it up really killed the momentum and the message.
Do you like this impromptu way of dealing with what you didn't see in the trailer? Mario, what do you like about?
So I hear people like co-op. So Borderlands 1 will go from 2 players to 4 players.
4-player split screen.
Oh, I had assumed it was 4 players anyway.
4-player split screen, 1 console.
$60 remaster. It wouldn't surprise me.
Anthony, what do you think? What do you dig?
I mean, it's remastered, so we get to play it on Xbox One and PS4 now.
Yeah.
Not the Switch!
The first time Borderlands has been native on this platform.
Savage AF. Oh, wait.
Glorious PC Gaming Master Race.
Well, I'm really stoked to see it and play it in 4K, to see all the awesome art that inspired me to kind of want to work at Gearbox. Just try to imagine it.
4K.
Beautiful 4K.
They were trying to show it to you in 4K, and it destroyed the laptop, apparently.
Yeah, that's why you... It must have been an AMD laptop.
It's awesome. It's coming out kind of soon. Like, immediately.
Here, there's a lot of cut content in Borderlands 1 that they could add to remaster.
We've had a lot of fun with the boss fight at the very end of the game. There's a hell of a lot of loot.
He was about to say folklore.
If you like Borderlands 1, I think you're really going to dig this. So there's a summary of the quality of life improvements that are in the game. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
So,
what else do we have to say about it? What's the next slide?
Oh, hang on.
So we have Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, also refreshed, enhanced for 4K, remastered. And what does this mean? This means that all 3 of these things are available. And I believe that everyone that came to visit us here today
gets a free copy.
Is getting them for free.
You get a copy, and you get a copy. Everybody gets a copy. Yeah, that probably didn't help Bertie, the shitty Windows Media Player they were using. Look at her with her little golf clap.
So how are they
golf
giving
clap?
them out? I guess they have coupons.
Golf clap.
So are they doing it on the way out? Somebody, how are we doing this? Oh, you already have it.
See, I'm not sure. The message was completely mixed for this because of the failed trailer. Does the Handsome Collection now having this as well, or is the Game of the Year for Borderlands 1 remastered being sold separate?
We got some cool things that publishing's doing.
Let's find out.
A board game from our friends Nerdvana Games.
Space left intentionally blank.
That's about it, right?
So we knew it. We knew it. We knew it was happening. We knew he was going to talk to announce Borderlands 3 at the end.
I think it's time.
Let's find out, lads. Here it is.
Are you guys ready?
Here we go. I need something.
Do this first. I gotta show you guys something first. You might like it.
Hopefully it's a trailer that works.
This was a gift that was waiting for me when I checked into the hotel that they made for me. Let me just, I guess I'll just do this.
Surprise, motherfucker.
There it is. There it is. I can't get a picture of the whole thing. Oh, I suppose they're all... Yeah. It's official. It's official. He's a rhinestone cowboy. Now,
would you kindly
hurry up and show us a release date and some gameplay. And the crowd goes mild. Now, the game has been in development for so long.
that's it.
Don't let it take forever.
You want to do it?
Which one,
I
Nick?
think there was only one thing people wanted to hear me talk about today.
That's right.
The Borderlands 3 trailer, okay.
So I'd like to ask...
Well, I'm going to watch it
friends
here first.
At Gearbox Quebec and at Gearbox Frisco, help me out.
Because I want to watch it here. I want to watch it live like this. If it works. Oh, it's choppy. It's choppy, lads. 2K presents 4 frames per second. That looks like Handsome Jack's son, maybe. I don't know about her, but Lilith's back, looking as fly as ever. Who we got? Tiny Tina. Is that Zero? They must be using console footage if it's running like this. Come on, give us some proper stuff. Oh, Tiny Tina's still got her weirdness going on. Is that a new Siren? Become a Vault Hunter, ask me how. I kind of like that bad guy chick. I forget blue-haired girl's name. Cheer explode, baby. Cheer sub tip explode. Yeah, there's a reason, dipshit Phil. There's a reason why it's called that. It's Borderlands 3 frames per second. That's how they run. Oh, Maya, that's her. She had cool long hair. That was pretty slick. Oh, that was a big Snap City. Tron all over the shop. Holy Broadcast Center. That looks cool. Ellie's back. So is it the existing world and then more? The baddies? We got those. We got the Wub Step. I still think he looks like Kylo Ren / Captain Jack. Captain Jack? No, Handsome Jack. Brick Sack Solo. At least they moved away from the dubstep. Your friends are here to save the world, as long as they're not on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, she looks really good with the long hair. Go Tina. It's your birthday. Ellie's back. Hammerlock, I don't know who the other two are. That looked like Reese. Marcus. Oh! Oh! What's the doctor's name? The crazy German... Not German one. Why did I say German? Crazy... What's her name? Not Tenenbaum. Oh, I don't remember her name. But she was cool. Here we go. Boom. All the loot. That's a lot of loot. Come on. Guns with legs, we got this. Go Claptrap. He's breakdancing. Come on. Release that. Release that. Release that. Release that. Son of a bitch.
Okay.
But it looks so good. It looks so good. I want to clap, but microphone. You know what? Yes. Dade.
Holy shit.
Standing ovation for Gearbox. I was gonna say Gears of War 3.
Okay, there was some technical problem with that. It was jittery. They tell me they fixed it. Should we run it again?
They tell me they fixed it. Yeah, they put it on mic. I'm actually, guys, I have to start the video for them because only I can run it properly. Yeah, clearly they fixed it. Well, luckily, Killa, it's on Unreal Engine 4, and Unreal Engine 4 is really, really well optimized. So, you'll probably get away with some low-spec stuff on it. And you got a medium-range PC, you're fine.
I love PAX, but come on. We should have brought our own equipment, right?
Ooh.
Can we do it, you guys?
The Borderlands.
They're amazing. It's just there's a lot to manage here.
If it doesn't play properly, I'm going to stream the trailer properly.
How are we feeling? Can we do this? They said they'll wait. So how's it going?
Try turning it off and on again. Oh yeah, but fighting games are considerably easier to run, Killa. It's just like racing games. Come on, give us the trailer properly.
Can we, maybe we kill the middle screen because this is some weird stuff. It's not even 4K, and just do it on the two side screens. Can we make? Will that? Maybe there's a chance there. I don't know.
Middle screen's not even 4K.
I want you like you don't understand. We've been working on this game for 5 years, and
right, we're gonna ignore Randy for a second.
The team.
He's going to be going in the other tab.
Themselves. It's
Gearbox.
It's obscene the amount of personal effort that goes into a Borderlands game, and
I want to see if the trailer's on here.
Our deepest wish is to
This is why we do this.
Do whatever we
Ultra
can to make a worthy
HD.
successor.
Right, Borderlands
We know
official.
how important Borderlands is to you. We know how important it is to us.
Do you want to watch it
I
at
really would
4K?
love to see this thing shown in the way it's meant to be shown.
We watch
so
it at 4K.
Thanks for hanging for a second. How do you feel, guys?
Oh, hang on. We'll go back. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. No, don't pause. We'll let him do it this way. Here we go. It looked better when it wasn't streamed. Because the stream is kind of washed out a little bit because of it. But we'll give Randy his moment. This is what happens when you use a laptop to show a 4K trailer. Yeah, and you use the Windows Media Player. Look at it. Actual frame rate. Rapture is upon us. See if we can pick up some more stuff that we didn't see last time. I still think that could be Zero with a big jacket on. That gun is cool. I like that. Who's the little girl though? I don't know who that is. Yeah, because Maya was the siren you could control in Borderlands 2. Was that Tiny Tina just jumping at us, or was that just a bandit? It definitely looks much better when the stream actually the video they were playing runs properly. I can't fucking wait for this. This is gonna be brilliant. He's a bit of a try-hard emo, isn't he? Oh, now I remember who Brick was. You had to go, the Slabheads, the leader of the Slabheads. That was Brick. You had to go and recruit him. Poor Claptrap. Luckily, it's not Biz. Luckily, dubstep is a thing of the past. Sax is what's the current one. Oh, oh, this is me. This is my buffering problem, or maybe it's the stream problem. No, there we go. Let's get it back. I can't. There we go. Yeah, their stream was being a bitch. Wonder if they just uploaded on YouTube so they could play it from there. Yeah, they uploaded on YouTube so they could stream it from there. And one more thing. Whoa, bajillion guns. Now they have to talk about it a little bit more after. Give us a release date. And more importantly, give us Steam. They brought back laser weapons. I don't remember there being laser weapons in Borderlands.
I'll see you around.
Damn. Damn! They just left it as that.
Thank you.
Well. So, we got it. We got it. Borderlands 3 is official. It's done. It's happening. Unfortunately... Oh, laser weapons were in the pre-sequel, okay. Right, I think that's the end of that. So, why is there no release date? The game has been in development for so long. How can they not have a release date that's very, very close? This displeases me greatly. Because we know what's happening, we know it's real. We know it's officially announced, we know everything, but... We don't have a release date. Why do we not have a release date, Randy? You're killing me. You're killing me. Did it... I don't think they said when... Hang on. Let me go back a second. I want to check something on here. Uploads. Yeah, the Ultra HD trailer. This is one I want to take a quick look at this for a second. Where am I? 1080 60. Oh, this player is being awkward. Okay, let's just play it for a second. I just want to see if there's a date on it. It's hard to tell because, you know, from that Switch frame rate. Also, shout out to not being a switchboard. Epic laws. April 3rd. Ultra HD. Okay, so that... And I see it says Steam, so I don't know if they're going to do new textures and include them with the Steam one, or if they're all going to come out on there. Because I know technically you can just render it natively at a higher resolution, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. So, Borderlands 3. It exists. Thankfully, at long last. However, there's no release date. There's no release date. That kills me. Now, E3 is just around the corner, so we might see a release date then. At least the announcement has happened. I don't know. It's all that for a card game and 2 trailers on YouTube. Yeah. I think it's... As far as I know, Gearbox originally announced Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 at PAX. So it makes sense that they'd want to... you know, do it again at PAX and announce 3, so I guess, but I mean, what was it? Presentation was a little over an hour long, so it works. It still exists. It's the big thing, but hopefully it's in that other Borderlands no one should talk about. Okay, yes, but played a Borderlands 3 trailer and stop it on all the new... You know, it's gonna take forever. I just realized I'm streaming this at 1080p, so there's no point in me playing it at 4K. Well, my internet's getting hammered by the looks of it. Or Their YouTube trailer isn't even great. It's better than nothing. What do we got? No. Oh no, you know what? We'll... Those scenes where it quickly flashes through everything. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. But we'll... Fuck it, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Everyone can peruse the trailer on your own local computer at your own convenience, because it already has 43,000 views. Jesus Christ. So, anyway, that's it. So, Borderlands 3. It exists. It's official. It's been announced. It looks beast mode, but unfortunately we have no date for it yet. Hopefully we get a release date for it soon. Hopefully we get some more information on it soon that's not along the lines of Destiny, and that it is more along the lines of Borderlands 2. Hopefully we get a little bit more info about characters, mechanics, maybe not so much the story, but all the other stuff. And at the same time, hopefully we get information that it will be Steam and not Epic Games exclusive. There were no logos on the trailer. There was no PS4, there was no Xbox One, there was no Steam, there was no Origin, there was no Epic Games, there's no anything. So we have it in the meantime. But until then, we have to wait and see. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. The game's been in development for so long at this point, I don't know how it could be so far off. But who knows, I'm not a game developer, and I'm not Randy Pitchford with my magic tricks. Not up my sleeves. Anyway, hopefully everyone enjoyed the Borderlands 3 reveal as much as I did. In the video says visit borderlands.com on April 3rd for more info. Which one was that for? Was that for the Ultra HD pack? Because that was that day. But we'll see anyway. We'll check back on it on April 3rd, and hopefully it'll be something better. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone for joining me for this PAX Gearbox Borderlands 3 reveal. Hopefully you enjoyed something in there. Hopefully you're as hyped for this as I am. Oh, the Borderlands 3 description says check back on April 3rd for more info. Gotcha. So I'll check back on Borderlands 3 website for more info on April 3rd. Anyway, I'm going to head on out. You guys can sufficiently do whatever it is you need to do. Wipe yourselves down, wipe yourselves off, have a cold shower, whatever it is. Because Borderlands 3 is real and Borderlands 3 is official. It's actually happening with his star-studded, crappy magic jacket. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone for joining me, coming out, enjoying all this with me, enduring Randy's cringe and some technical difficulties on their end. Because, well, it makes it so much better. I mean, I could sit here and watch this and be hyped for it, but I see in the stream chat how much everyone loves Borderlands just as much as I do. It makes it so much better. So thank you all for that so much. In the meantime, I'll see you on whatever's next. Peace out. Be it a new video, a new live stream, whatever. We done. We gotta wait till Borderlands 3. And in the meantime, maybe I'll use you to chop a midget's head off. Or maybe I won't.